Hi, this is Jay from LoShuNumerology.com, and today we're going to be doing a reading for Peter. And Peter, I've got your birthday digits all up here, and we're going to move these down into the Lo Shu Magic Square grid. All of the 8s go down here. The 1s here, the 2s up here. We've got another 8, a 5, those go in the middle, another 1, and then a 9. All right, we have all of the digits distributed down through the Magic Square grid, and now we have to look for patterns. We look for rows, columns, and diagonals where all of the locations have numbers in them or all of them are blank. For example, this first row has a blank and a couple numbers, so that doesn't count. This same as this, same as this. So we have no rows here. Columns, we do the same thing. This is a mix, so we don't get an arrow there, but this one, we've got in this column number here, number here, number here. So this gets a solid arrow right here. And this is a mix, so it doesn't count at all either. And then we look for diagonals, and we've got a diagonal right here, right up this way, and it gets a solid arrow. This one is a mix of some and none, so it doesn't get one. So we get 2 arrows here, both of them positive. And then we look for locations in the grid where there are more than one digit in that location. And we've got 2 of those. We've got the 1s, and we've got the 8s. So we have all of the patterns found, all of the multiple digits found, and I'm going to grab the Lo Shu Deck. I'm going to pull the cards out that we need for this reading. And Peter, we will be back in just a moment with your Lo Shu reading. And we're back ready for the reading for you, Peter. And the first thing we're going to be looking at is this column right here. This is the column for will or passion. And it is a solid arrow. That means it is going to be a plus. So this basically asks, are you a person who moves with gusto, or do you tend to just drift? And as you can probably imagine, with the plus arrow, you're not doing too much drifting. You're moving. I think that this says when it's something that you're interested in, you're very, very passionate about it. But even if it's something you have to do rather than something you want to do, you can create an internal passion for this. You're going to do it right, whether you're going to jump in and have fun doing it right, whether this is something that you want to do or whether it's something you have to do. The next arrow is this upper arrow here. This is for willpower, which is a little bit different. They're cousins, will or passion and willpower, kind of cousins, but not exactly the same. Do you move? Are you an active or a more passive person? And again, it's a plus arrow, so we know what kind of person you are. When the going get tough, the tough get going could be your motto. You don't necessarily like it when things get tough any more than anybody else does, but you don't let it stop you from doing what needs to be done. And the 2 of these together, man, this is a powerful combination. You can create passion. If it's not there, automatically, you're going to have passion for whatever job you're doing, and you've got the willpower to power through whatever obstacles might come in your way. Now we're going to be looking at the numbers. We start with the number 1, and 1 is beginnings. And this is really weird how these things work together so much, because beginnings means you are the kind of person, something needs to get done, you are not afraid to jump in and get started. Jumping back here to this will, this passion, you're going to jump in and get started on something. You're going to get that beginning behind you. Whether this is a work situation or a play situation, you're going to get into it. And now we're going to look at 8. 8 is inspiration. And this 8 tells me that while some people get bored easily, some other people, you have the ability to come up with ideas and thoughts that create excitement and happiness in your life. And this is really potent, man, because you've got this inspiration. And then you've got this triple threat back here of diving in and going for it and getting it done. The people with 8s almost always have plenty of motivation to accomplish the ideas they come up with, and I'm seeing that here. Okay, so I could go on and on about the inspiration thing, but this whole set is this is a killer set right here. If you are a poor homeless guy, Peter, I don't know what's wrong, because this tells me that's not you. So there is your reading, Peter, and I hope it gives you something to think about. Cut. Okay, so here's the thing about this reading. I don't know Peter M., personally, but I know who he is. There's a specific industry where he's very well known. You could say he's a celebrity in that industry. Other people, my siblings wouldn't know who Peter is. But Peter's a big deal. And I know Peter's public persona. I don't know his private persona. I don't know what he's like behind the scenes. And so when I had the idea, because Peter didn't ask me to do this reading, I dug up his birth date and decided to do a reading because I thought, you know what? I'm going to find out what the real Peter M is like. And this floored me, because what I see in public of Peter is what came out here in the cards. And so I'm thinking that what we see in Peter M is the real Peter M. If he's hiding something other than this as the real Peter, he's really good at it, because what you see in public is what we see in these cards right here. So if you would like a reading, there'll be a link in the description where you can get a free reading. And if you would like to learn how to give readings like this yourself, there's a link in the description for that too.